and the road is closed. Still the cars pull in. Now the day is young, so we begin again. And I shut my eyes to what might be. A cool recess beneath these old pine trees. I don't remember where I've been. My past dissipates like snow on skin, and it's cold outside. Let me in. Our past dissipates like snow on skin. Snow on skin. From what I've seen, nothing's meant to last, but I can't move forward, and I'm living in the past. But I've come so far, and I've run so fast. How long do I have, and how long can I last? I don't remember where I've been. My past dissipates like snow on skin. It's cold outside. Let me in. Our past dissipates like snow on skin. Snow on and on and on and on again and again, my friend, the end. Hey, hey.
Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha, and over there is Michael Lyons. And the song is called Snow on Skin. And if you'd like to order the book, Snow on Skin, just click the link to Amazon.com. You can get your copy of Snow on Skin, a BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO coffee table book. All right. Well, I guess that's all I had to say. I will see you again. Yigawabamin, Minawa. Oh. All right. Good job, Michael. Great, thanks.
Like snow on skin, a BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO coffee table book. What is snow on skin, sweetie? It's a quick reference guide. A quick reference guide you keep on the coffee table. Snow on skin. It's not an Ojibwe language dictionary. It's just like phrases and words we've used on the show. And anything else in there? I think there's a couple of stories we wrote, like little short stories and some short stories. If you sign up on Patreon, we'll send you a copy of Like Snow on Skin. You can also support the show on PayPal, GoFundMe, and order books by Michael Lyons. Books like Little Cutie, A Teddy Bear's Vision Quest. All right, well, I think that's all the time we have for today, sweetie. No, it's not. What do you mean? We're just getting started, silly. Oh, really? But I did the commercials already. What's left? We got to do the whole show. Oh. Say hi to the BOOZHOO crew. Who now? The BOOZHOO crew. Come on. All right. Hey, BOOZHOO, Wally Bear and Diane Swope. Let's get a gold star for Wally Bear. Another gold star for Wally Bear. And we'll give Diane the silver star. Silver star for coming in second. And Jessica Waboo is coming in third with the bronze star. And a bronze star for Jessica. BOOZHOO, Jessica. And, Wally Bear is bringing some roses down for Jessica. I think Wally Bear is, what do they call that? Holding a torch? Is he holding a candle? He's holding a candle. He's burning a torch. He fancies that Jessica Waboo's. Oh. Love is in the air, everywhere you look around. Good morning, Zagame. Is this for real? Nothing's real, man. Can't you see that reality itself is being replaced by something new? That's what they're saying. I know. Sometimes when things are so creepy, like I saw this meme, the guy was going, in spite of everything, don't you just know somewhere in the depths of your soul that what's going on ain't quite right? Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't even have to say what it is. It could be a number of things I'm talking about. But things are changing. Reality itself is a little... It's not like it used to be. I know, huh? What is real anymore, sweetie? Well, it's really Thursday. It is really Thursday. It is really Neo Geisha Good. It's really the 4th day, sweetie. It sure is. All day long. All day. Neo Geisha Good. The 4th day. Or Thursday. And this has been your Ojibwe word of the day. Or one of them, anyway. What should we talk about, sweetie? Should we talk about, Oh, we forgot to get the, that stupid, what was that called? Oh, the tomahawks? Yeah. You guys hear about those? So great. Another, brawl erupts in a school board meeting. Glassberry, Tomahawks are the sports team for the Glassberry High School in Glassberry. I think it's Glassberry. Sounds like an English school. Yeah, I know. Glassberry, Connecticut, I think. Glassberry, Connecticut. A bunch of racists, man. I hope you're proud of yourselves, you racist Glassberry Tomahawks. Is that what it was about? Yeah. So, American Indian Congress or some group of busybody got nothing better to do than to stir up trouble. Wrote an angry letter to the high school and said, hey, you racists, you better change that mascot. That's racist against Indians. Tomahawk. Because what's next? The tomahawk chop? Didn't you know that our ancestors were oppressed? And so Glassberry, Connecticut immediately rolls over and changes their name to the Knights or something. And, but somehow, like, it didn't get debated or whatever because of the COVID lockdown. I don't know what happened. But angry parent shows up. Angry school board official is there. And they're both wearing masks and in each other's face. And one guy pushes the other guy. The other guy slugs him with a right hook. And they're fighting over the dumb Native American mascot issue again. And by the way, they're not called the Native American tomahawks. It's just the tomahawks. That's a weapon. I don't. I really think they're reaching. I know. I mean, what's next? You can't. I don't know. It's just so dumb. But if you play along, then you're just asking, It's like, obviously my position is, shut up, who cares? I don't care. It's not racist. What, any mention of Native American anything in association with football is offensive to the Native American Congress of Political, the ACLU or whatever. It's just professional outrage. I know. It's like a non-issue that people are just creating an issue. They never should have caved with the Fighting Sioux. I know. Or the Washington Redskins. Yep. It's never going to be enough for the outrage mob. You can't censor yourself enough to make them finally go, okay, now we're even. Let's all be friends again. You changed your mascot. You changed the terms that you used to use for race. Like I heard somebody talking about this recently. Because what's up with the term people of color? I know, huh? You say colored people and say, hey, you're racist. Oh, I'm sorry, people of color. That's better. Now we're okay. It's like, what do you mean people of color? So, that category of everybody except white people? They all have one common characteristic. Let's just lump up everybody from, somebody who speaks Japanese in Japan to a guy who speaks Spanish in Mexico. They're the same. They're people of color. What really bothers us people of color, how do you generalize a whole group as people of color? I mean, that sounds like the most racist thing to me. I know, it's because it discriminates against white people. It might as well be called non-whiteys. Yeah. As for the non-whiteys, we all feel this way. People of color are offended by mascots that are tomahawks. Shut up. So they never should have tried to play along. You're never going to be PC enough to make people who choose to be angry about it. It's such a dumb thing. Nobody's really... every time I saw that tomahawk mascot, I wanted to die inside. And I would cry and pray to my ancestors, oh, help me change these things in this racist country that would have tomahawks. So, there's more stupidity in the world. And Missy's here. Good morning, Missy. Missy's here, sweetie. Me no giga jab. Giga jab, cuz. Me no giga jab. Good morning. Missy is really PC. I know. She's so easily offended. Yeah, she's a snowflake. Nah, I'm just kidding. Missy's not very PC at all. You should hear my Aunt Helen talk. She's not very PC either. Hey, Papa Wagosh is back. It's Glastonbury, Connecticut. Thank you, Glastonbury. It's happening all over the Northeast. Connecticut. Yeah, the Northeast. On behalf of Indians everywhere, people in Glastonbury, we're okay with the... on behalf of people of color, there's bigger problems in the world you could be trying to fix than the logo for the local sporting team. I wonder if football players have to wear masks. They probably wear masks over their helmets. Yeah. Removing history never gets old to the woke. Yeah, and then the removing of history. and a disrespect of art. You know, we don't deserve sculptures if we're just going to tear them down if we don't like the subject matter. You know, grr, I don't like that guy, General Eli, whoever. He had a slave. Tear down the statues. Tear down the statues. Take it easy, you guys. That's somebody's work of art. I made this threat the other day. I said, next time Antifa tears down a statue, I'm going to go and paint kiss makeup on a George Floyd mural. Yeah, you should do that anyway. Should I do that anyway? That'd be great. People aren't sure why they're angry. Hey, man, George Floyd didn't have Ace Frehley makeup. That's disrespectful, you racist. I'm going to start a football team called the Bemidji George Floyds. Yeah. And it's going to be, our mascot's going to be the George Floyd mural with kiss makeup. That'd be awesome. But that's not our point today, sweetie. I got to be honest. Guayakwa dizzy win. Honesty is such a lonely word. Everyone is so untrue. La-di-da-di-dum. Like if those guys could be honest. Both sides of the debate. Are you honestly offended? Even if let's table for a minute whether or not that matters at all, your feelings. I'm not going to weigh in on that just yet, but in all honesty, when you see two tomahawks crossed like the hammers in the Pink Floyd videos, do you feel like the patriarchy is coming down hard on your race? Be honest. Or do you just want to be important? Do you just want to win a fight? Hey, man, on behalf of the outraged, we want you to change your mascot, you racists. Now, as to whether or not we need to cater to the offended, it's like a foregone conclusion that if a person's offended, then there needs to be a response to, fix the offended. Whether it's racism, I mean, sure, there's racism, but are we obliged to fix all racism on the spot just because a person feels offended? Because where do you draw the line? Now there's sexism. Hey, don't you say that. I'm not a chick. How dare you, you sexist. You think that's sexist to me? What? Oh, I call women chicks. You call women chicks? I sure do. I also call them babies and sweeties. Yeah, that's sexist, man. Hey, don't call me a man. Why do you assume my gender? Yeah. But like the offended, oh, I'm getting too old to care. I don't know if I ever cared, but if I'm being honest, yeah, I used to pretend to care when a person had a complaint. So, it's not easy being handicapped. Mm-hmm. Yeah, how about that? But inside, I'm like, whatever. Hey, Papa Wagosh. Miigwech, he didn't have to do that. And Zagame. Papa Wagosh gave us $10, and Zagame gave us $10. Miigwech, you guys. That's super sweet. We really appreciate that. Thank you very much. A much easier way of helping our show is to do a super chat like Papa Wagosh and Zagame. Miigwech. Junia. Little the moolah. Keep us afloat, huh, sweetie? Yeah. If I can be totally honest, I really appreciate it. But it takes great bravery, aqua day, a win, to be honest. People don't really appreciate honesty anymore. They would rather have you just say the thing that keeps the peace. There's so many ways that I censor myself, believe it or not. You don't really censor yourself much. Well, I mean, not from swearing and stuff like that, but there are things I never say, especially in. I'm more honest on a podcast than I am in real life. You don't think this is real life? That's a good point. Yeah, what's more real, this show or, Michael choosing his words so people don't think he's crazy? Yeah, no kidding. you know? What's your position these days on flat Earth? Now I think flat Earth might be another psyop. Just another level of like a cult. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So flat Earth, you don't believe in the ball, do you? No, absolutely not. The ball is a lie, obviously. But I think there's a lot of question out there whether or not anybody has a proper map of the Earth. And but there's also some secret stuff that's, the 33-degree Masons and the United Nations flag and all that. Yeah. I think that's a psyop or conspiracy or whatever. Yeah, it probably is. Akwade Ewen, are you brave enough to be honest? Are you brave enough to be rude? In Minnesota, it's Minnesota nice, they call it. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything. And so one by one, there are all these little minefields of stuff you're not supposed to talk about. Don't talk about religion. Oh, really? I got big questions about that. And a lot of opinions, if I'm being honest, about how people don't know, but they don't want to talk about it. And people have been so programmed, like, I like talking about religion. I like to bring up questions. But usually the response, if it's a religious person, they try to answer it. So, oh, really? You know what that means? Or people get weird. They'll sum it up and end the conversation. If I say, was Jesus the Son of God or God himself? There'll be a quick kind of wrap it up, sum it up, let's move on, let's talk about something else. It's like, what's the problem? But then again, the Bible, Genesis. What's a firmament? When God said he created the firmament and he separated waters from waters, do you believe that's literal? People don't want to be cornered and say what they believe. And I'll say what I believe. I believe Robin jumped on the bandwagon. She goes, challenge accepted. Me quite, Robin. Robin gave us another 10 spot. She sure did. Okay. Hey, you know what else? We got a PayPal from, doggone it, I was going to say thank you to them. Something AC Bond. Yeah, some kind of raccoon. Miigwech to... It wasn't Strutter. Raccoon. Settler AC Bond. Miigwech Settler AC Bond for your PayPal contribution last night. More Bear was sick also, feeling much better. And Wally Bear, 836 me. To brother love to get it fixed, but not going near a hospital. Yeah. To even question, for me to say I'm nervous about the V word. You're nervous about vaginas? No, that's not that V word, sweetie. Oh, the other V word. Yeah. And the C word? What? Oh, the coronavirus. Yeah. See, it's hard to talk about these things. You got to be brave. Akwade Ewen. Bravery is doing something even though you're scared. And it's one of the 7 Anishinaabe values. Which of the animals represents bravery? Do you remember? Bravery. I think I've written down somewhere here. Let me look. Courage is Makwa. Makwa the bear. Akwade Ewen. Aquafina? No. That's water. Aqua de Ewan. And that's the Guayaqua Dizzy de Buewin. That's the honest truth. And these have been just a couple of your Ojibwe phrases of the day. What we got over here? BOOZHOO. Oh, I was going to show a Michael cartoon. So, I don't know. You know, Snow on Skin is kind of whatever. The good book you should buy is OJIBERISH. Yeah, huh? I mean, nobody really needs a Ojibwe phrase book. But if they want some cool cartoons by Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist, OJIBERISH is the one to buy. And here is a cartoon that Michael drew. Oh wait, that's an on-deg. What'd you do with your cartoon? Did I oh, here it is. BOOZHOO on-deg. BOOZHOO gajagaints. I don't think that crow looks very comfortable. I know that. You think that the cat's gonna eat him? I know Bagheera would. Bagheera loses his mind when he sees crows outside. He gets that murderous look. Yeah, no kidding. BOOZHOO, hello. On-deg. Crow, hello, crow. And then the crow says, BOOZHOO gajagaints. Hello, cat. How you doing there? But it's kind of a beautiful winter scene. So cartoons like this are in Ojiberish. And that's more of a coffee table book. Just want to look at some cartoons and learn a couple of phrases and what have you. And what not. What not. Have not. But really, miigwech for the Junia, you guys. I really appreciate it. We got more than enough to go out for breakfast again. Yeah, we do, don't we? It's just a blizzard outside today, too. You guys can probably see. Schools are 2 hours late. That's actually more cruel than just making the kids risk it coming in. I know. Nobody cares about 2 hours late. Letting the kids go early, that's a treat. Yeah. But kids wake up and they go, oh, I hope they're going to cancel school. And the news comes out. Hey, Bemidji Independent School District 31 will be 2 hours late. So, do what you'd normally do and then just wait around for 2 hours and then come into school. Now the whole day is shot and weird because they try to get we have a shortened schedule today. You're going to have 20-minute classes for the rest of the day. Your lunch is going to be at a weird time. Yeah, this school is just so depressing. Here's a little insight for the children. I want to lay down some wisdom from your elder. You know how depressing school can be? And how sometimes you get that anxiety in the morning, you don't want to go in. And it's not like you're in trouble, but you're worried you might get into trouble. And it's just the same thing over and over again. You have this feeling of dread. And you go, I just wish it was Christmas break. How many more days till we can have a break? And you get in there and then you're like, I just wish it was lunchtime. How many more hours till we get to lunch? Or I just wish it was the end of the day. Your teachers and your elders, the adults in your life in that school, they feel the exact same way. It's not like the staff is enjoying it. Like, hey, let's go to school. Should we cancel school because it's snowy and you might die getting in here? Nope. We love school too much. Even the teachers, and I used to be a teacher, feel that way in the mornings. They go, I hope I don't get into trouble. I might accidentally swear or fart in front of the kids. Yeah. What if I, accidentally tell them something that's not approved of the education school board, What if I get into trouble with the parents? What if I accidentally hit a kid? Yeah. What if a kid hits me? I do not miss school one bit. Me either. So, I guess what I'm saying is, you're not alone. Everybody feels that way once in a while. Hey, sweetie. Yeah? You want to take a phone call? A phone call, sure. I'll take a phone call. What line? On line 2. Caller, welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Well, hello, NANABOOZHOO. How are you today? Hey, John Denver. I'm doing great. Sweetie, it's John Denver. Well, hi, John. Hello, Natasha. How are you, dear? I'm doing great. Say, NANABOOZHOO. Yeah, what can I do for you? I was just wondering if you wouldn't mind too much helping a country boy out this morning. Sure, what can I do for you? I'd like to learn the Ojibwe word of the day. It's not asking too much. No, it's not asking too much. It's what I do. Neo Gija Good. It's the 4th day. Neo Gija Good. Oh, that's fine. Just fine. Yeah, that means Thursday. Thursday. What a glorious day. What a glorious day indeed. Neo Gija Good. The 4th day. Wow, that's a beautiful word, NANABOOZHOO. Well, thank you, John. How are you these days? Well, I can't complain. I'm doing pretty well. Except that I'm dead. Yeah, are you really dead, or did you fake that? Well, I'm afraid I have to admit I am dead. I'm as dead as a country morning. Yeah, what does that mean? I don't really know. I just know I'm John Denver, and, well, I'm a pieced out hippie in the mountains. Hey, I heard a rumor that I started that there was a whole, band of, or tribe of John Denvers roaming the Colorado mountains. Is that true? Well, that's what they call it's a conspiracy theory, NANABOOZHOO. I don't know where these things get started. I imagine it's the internet. But I can assure you, I'm not part of some sort of secret, gang of John Denvers roaming the wilderness. Well, that's silly. That's just silly, NANABOOZHOO. Yeah, I suppose. But what if, huh? Would you believe it if somebody said they saw John Denver's footprints? No. Yeah. So, what else? Well, not much. I just wanted to call in and tell you how much I enjoy your show, NANABOOZHOO. It's fine. Just fine. Okay, well, thanks. Just thanks. Listen, man, I better get going. All right. Say, how do you say goodbye in Ojibwe? Well, we don't really say goodbye. We say, Gigawabamin, Minawa. I will see you again. Gigawabamin, Minawa. Yep, Gigawabamin, Minawa, John Denver. The John Denver, sweetie. Yeah. I think he's part of a group like Bigfoot. No. Well, I'm going to start that rumor. I can't stop you. Don't stop me. Don't even try, because you can't. Okay. Sunny day. So what's going on in your world these days? Just chilling. Indian villain. Indian villain. What are you going to do today? After the show? Yeah. Well, we could walk down to the country kitchen. Yeah, we could go to country kitchen. What would you get at country kitchen? I'd get some of that muckadee mush kiki wabu. Would you get the black medicine water, sweetie? Yep, I gotta have my coffee. Black medicine water. Muckadee mush kiki wabu. See, that's what's cool about our show. What do you mean? We slide in the language. It doesn't have to be all formal. Like on Sesame Street, they're always like, Today is brought to you by the number 4. Neo Gija Good, the 4th day. Or whatever. Should I tell a story about Ondeg?
You could.
What's the story I know about Ondeg? Ondeg, the crow. Somebody mentioned the other day, how like there's a pack of dogs and an embarrassment of pandas.
That's what they call a group of pandas, an embarrassment?
Yeah, that's the actual name. But you know what they call a group of crows?
A murder?
Yeah, a murder of crows. That's pretty cool. A murder of crows. Back in the days of the grandfathers, when Gitche Manadu, he was creating the birds and giving them all jobs. It started with Migazi, the eagle. It goes, Migazi, you will be the carrier of the people's prayers. People, when they see you, they'll know that you and I have this special connection. You can bring up the prayers, the hopes and the dreams of the people to me. You will come to represent love itself and patriotism.
Yeah.
And he goes, and Migazi goes, Miigwech Gitchimanadu, and he's on his way. And then the next bird comes up and he goes, you are the Opichi, the robin, and you will be the sidekick to Batman. And Robin said, Miigwech Gitchimanadu, and your job will be, what's a robin's job?
They're the first bird of spring.
Oh yeah. He said, your job, I want you to represent the beginning of spring in the Northland. You will migrate south for the winter, but come back. And with you, you will bring the sun and the warmth. You are Opichi, the robin. And Opichi says, Miigwech Gitchimanadu, and he flies away. Well, then Ondeg steps up. And Gitchimanadu goes, you are Ondeg, the crow. And your job, and just then the phone rang. And Gitchimanadu goes, oh, hang on. I got a call. I'll be right back. And he goes in the back room. And Ondeg is sitting there, And he goes, to heck with this. And he flies down to Earth. Never getting a job. Well, he's down there for a while. And, you might have noticed, sweetie.
What's that?
About crows.
Yeah.
You see them on the side of the road a lot. They're just walking around. They're not flying. They got no place to go, no place to be. The crow has no job. So back in the day, he was walking around. He didn't know what to do. And he went up to, who did he go up to first? He went to a couple people. But he ends up talking to Mukwa, the bear, who represents Akwede Ewin, courage. And he goes, hey, Mukwa, I don't have a job. Would you teach me the ways of the Mukwa? You guys seem pretty busy when you're not asleep for months at a time. And Mukwa goes, oh yeah, for sure. I'll teach you how to be a bear. Why don't you come with me? And so they go off in the woods, and Mukwa is showing them, he's like, it's the bare necessities, the deep down bare necessities.
Forget about your worry and your strife.
Yeah, man. It's just the, or whatever. And he shows them, this is how we bear around. We patrol the perimeter. We're the protectors of the Anishinaabe. If you're going to be a bear, you got to protect the people. Bears are also, they know a lot about medicines. So he went out here and goes, all right, you see all these berries here? These are good berries. And, you can do different stuff here. Over here, this is a cedar tree. You can make tea and stuff. But these berries here are poisonous. Don't eat those. But actually, you probably can, because birds can eat different stuff. But he taught them all about the different medicines in the woods. And he finally went to the old res dump.
The old res dump.
Yep. And he goes, now this is where we'll have a feast. Oh, but first he took him down to the river, and he showed him how to catch a fish with his head, just, or sometimes he swat it out, but taught him how to fish, and then brought him to the dumpsters. And he said, there's a lot of good food here too. The human beings, the Anishinaabe, once the expiration date's old, they throw it out. But it's still good. You can eat this stuff, you know. And now, let's go take a nap for the rest of the winter. And Ande goes, wait, what? You're going to take a nap for the whole winter? He goes, yeah, we have a big feast at the dump, and then we take a nap for the rest of the winter. It's called hibernation. Come on, you can crawl in here with me. And Andeg was like, listen, Makwa, you know, you've shown me your ways. You brought me into the woods. You showed me the berries and the medicines. You showed me how to fish. And even showed me the feasts. How to feast on human food out here at the dump. That's why you always see the crows and the bears at the dump. Yeah, huh? He goes, and your ways are good for you, the Makwa. But they are not my ways. I must go and find my own ways, my own job in this life. But because you've been so kind to me, let's meet here in the spring, and we will have a feast together at the old res dump. In fact, we'll call it breakfast, because you'll have just woken up. And to this day, the crows and the bear are very good friends. In fact, the crows will kind of pick on the eagles. They're sort of jealous, but they have no respect. But you'll never see a crow picking on a bear the way they pick on eagles. And finally, the crow goes back out to the road and he's walking around. And the bear comes walking out. And Makwa says, hey, Andeg, one more thing. And just then a car comes rushing down the road. He's just about to hit that bear. And Andeg goes, Makwa, look out! There's a car! And Makwa jumps out of the way and just barely misses getting hit and killed by the car. And Makwa goes, oh, wow, you saved my life. Wow, that's a really good, maybe that should be your job. Andeg goes, what do you mean? He goes, you can warn people about the traffic. You know how many animals die on this road every year? And so this is how Andeg got his job finally. Because from that day forward, whenever you're riding on the road, lots of times on the side of the roads or up on a telephone wire, you'll see these crows. And every time a car comes by, they warn the other animals. They go, caw, caw. That's how they know there's a caw coming. A caw, like in England. Yeah. Minnesota crow says car. But caw. And this is the story of Andeg and Makwa, the crow and the bear. To learn more, I don't know, Google it. Go to Wikipedia. You know it's true if it's in Wikipedia. For sure. Okay. Hey. La la la. Shady Side Ice is back. BOOZHOO, Shady Side. BOOZHOO, a bit late. She's on Indian time. Leave her alone, sweetie. She's on Indian time. BOOZHOO, Shady Side. Zagame says, do you know why you never see a dead crow on the side of the road? You don't ever see one. Because car. Yeah, exactly. Actually, my Uncle Vernon once hit an eagle. Really? Yeah, I thought that was a bad sign. Killed a bald eagle. He was driving down the road. Smacked right in the windshield. Robin says, I like crows. You can teach them to talk. Yeah, my dad said he had a talking crow when he was a kid. They're like parrots. You can teach them words, which is amazing. And then my Uncle Vernon and Aunt Tammy, they had a crow for a couple of summers there. It was a wild crow that just sort of domesticated by feeding them. This is the kind of family I grew up in. But then people wouldn't want to go up to their house because every time you go up there, there'd be this crow would want to. Well, this crow would come and land on their shoulder and stuff, and you could feed him. And he left for the winter, and the next year he came back. And he loved Vern and Tammy, and they'd feed him and stuff. But for the rest of us, it was just a wild bird trying to land on our heads. Like, get that thing out of here. Creep me out. Yeah. Dr. Evils is back. Bonjour, Dr. Evils. How are you? I've always wanted a crow, says Zagame. I had an auntie who used to have birds. They live forever. I remember she was always trying to get rid of them. She'd be like, hey, do you want a bird? You can have this one here. I'll give you the cake. I mean, she had like 3 of them. And it was always loud in her house. You know? Once it got away. It was like a parrot or something, I think. These domesticated birds in her house. Yeah, pets are weird. They can be just about anything. Huh, sweetie? Yeah. So, that was my story. And I'm sticking to it, sweetie. Yeah, huh? Did you want to get up here and say hello to the crew? Sure. I'm going to let Natasha get up here and Ikadon Bonjour and say hello. But first, here's a message from... Oh, here's another thing about honesty. Honesty in 7 Anishinaabe values is represented by Bigfoot. Sabe. Up next, Natasha will be up after these messages from Sabe. Miigwech.
Bonjour. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to support the show, if you would like to support BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture, you can click in the links below. You can click the link to Patreon, to PayPal, to GoFundMe. And you can order Ojibwe language books by Michael Lyons by clicking the link to Amazon.com. But only if you believe. If you believe in Amazon.com. Many people say they've seen Amazon.com out here, Akuching. They say, oh, I've seen the footprints of Amazon.com. I do not know. I do not know. I'm not really into conspiracy theories. You know? I think if it were real, the mainstream media would tell us. That's what they do. That's their job. Who am I? I am Sabe. I am Sasquatch. I am Bigfoot. Goyakwa Diziwin. I am known for honesty and integrity. No, I don't know. Anyway, if you'd like to support the show, why don't you support the show already? You can click the link below. And now, miigwech, miigwech, miigwech. I tell you thank you 3 times. That means I really mean it.
Sabe. Sunny day, la 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 la. Hey everybody, how you doing? Natasha Nindishana Cause on his Chizuki Pun Kisha Good. It's a really snowy day. Sometimes chi, as in gitchi, they all say, oh, it means great. Chi Mukaman, the great knife. But I like to think of chi meaning really. Oh, it's really snowy. Really? I think that might be a Minnesota thing too, huh? The word really? Just using the word really all the time. Oh, I really like that guy. Oh, I really love you. Oh, it's really snowing outside. But what are we talking about today? We're talking about Thursday. And we were talking about Gweakwatiziwin, honesty and bravery. Is there a song with bravery in it? There's gotta be. Some say love, no, it's lucky, for the lucky and the strong. Just remember, in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow. La da da, na 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 na. In Ojibwe, Ondag means crow. When the night... How over the top is that song? Yeah, I know. When the night has been too lonely, so it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. You guys get your Christmas shopping done yet? Did you go out to the stores on Black Friday and buy your Christmas gifts? Or did you go out there and buy that thing for yourself, been waiting for months? Just remember, in the winter. Yeah, Christmas is a huge psychological operation. You think so? For sure. Because everything about it is so weird. You know, I think Christians should redo Christmas and change it to be in the summer or the spring or something. There's too much overlap with all this pagan ritualistic stuff. There's too much, hidden meaning in the Santa story. The mythology, we've outgrown the mythology. What do you mean? Well, like in the back of the Dr. Scrooge and Mr. Scrooge days, whatever was his name. Scrooge McDuck. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Back in the Christmas Carol days, the idea of a jolly old grandfather figure coming into your house and give you gifts if you're good wasn't that creepy. But in 2021, the idea of a stranger, number one, do people still bring their kids to the mall to get a picture with Santa Claus? Here, sweetie, I want to get a photograph of you with a stranger who will later on break into our house and give us gifts, if you're good. If you don't go to sleep right away, you're not getting anything. It's also kind of terrorism. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. This weird mythological bearded man who looks kind of like a stereotypical, what we would think of God, cloaked in red, who flies these weird Baphomet-esque, the flying elk, the reindeer or whatever. And just the idea of sitting on a stranger's lap and telling him what you want. That's not part of our culture anymore. You don't just say, come here, son. Get up on my lap. I'm going to have a conversation with you. Now you do that and they're going to put you in jail. Hey, you pervert. Take that kid off your lap. He's not even your kid. No, I'm Santa. I don't care what you call yourself. Santa Claus. I'm jolly old Saint Nick. It was also the mainstreaming of obesity. You think Santa Claus was the first body positivity model? For sure. He's jolly because he's fat. That was always part of the character, was that Santa Claus was a fat guy and you loved him. He was jolly and, you had to be nice about it. Better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He knows when you've been sleeping. How? How does he know I've been? Is he outside the window looking at me? That's pretty gross. That's terrifying. I don't have enough bravery to face Santa Claus. Although I gotta say, I got one great Santa Claus memory. What's that? And it's not when my Uncle Duke dressed up. We were too old by then, Duke. We knew it was you. There was that one Christmas where Duke dresses up. My uncle, he's just missing suddenly. It's like Christmas Eve at my grandparents'. And then we hear in the back room, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. And some Indian in a Santa suit comes walking in. It's obviously my uncle, But the other one was when I was a little girl growing up in the good old days in LaPorte. We would have like a Santa Claus day down at the town hall. This big old gym. I still don't understand the history of LaPorte. But it was a weird, old-timey gym. It's still there, but they don't use it for anything because I don't know why it's so run down. But they had a big gym on the inside. Like it had a gym flooring. You could roller skate on it. I'm so old that the first time I went roller skating, it was those kind of skates you had to clamp onto your shoes. And all these little kids wearing their boots and their snow boots with roller skates strapped on. But on this particular day, it was a Saturday, Christmas time, and I was probably a third grader or something. Santa Claus was supposed to come to the town hall. So all the kids got together, and it was sort of fun. It was a snowy day like this. And sort of fun to see your friends from school on a Saturday at the town hall. And you go down to the basement there, and they had like the whole place decorated with Christmas stuff. There was a Christmas tree and lights. And you get this little bag with peanuts and that weird chocolate you never eat until it's Christmas time once in a while. Oh, the chocolate drops? Yeah, the stuff with the white nougat and then the chocolate whatever. And there'd be like not jelly beans, but there's definite recipe to this thing. An orange. But then Santa Claus would come, and if you wanted to, you could go up, but I never did. You could go up and, tell them what you wanted for Christmas. I knew that it wasn't really a guy from, I didn't believe in Santa Claus by then. But a guy dressed up as Santa Claus comes pulling up on a snowmobile. And all the kids, I just remember hearing this big noise going, what? And here comes down the main street of LaPorte, which is only one street. It was also covered in snow enough that a snowmobile could drive on it. Comes Santa Claus. Big bag on his back. He comes pulling in, white beard and all that. It was amazing. It was so fun. When Santa Claus came to town in LaPorte. Nah. Santa, bring my baby back to me. Bishikinin is Buffalo Man spelled different. Is all Maptu Shikode. Has got to be Canadian spelling for he is running, I would bet. Bishike, we would say Bishike Winini for a Buffalo Man. Or Inini. Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah, you dropped an I. I don't know what a Buffalo Man is. Did you see that thing that Missy shared on the page? Oh, all the different Ojibwe terms for transgender. Yeah. I was thinking about doing a show on that, but I thought, nah, it's just going to come across mean-spirited. Somebody came up with a poster that said, okay, these are the Ojibwe words for male and female, boy and girl. And then boy who acts as a girl. What would it be? Indigo inini is like a man, or an indigo que, like a woman. And they were kind of implying that, in the language it suggests that we recognize gender fluidity. It's like, no, you guys are just making up terms using Ojibwe to justify this brand new concept of, sometimes there's a female spirit that's in a male. That's why we call them two spirits. It's like, shut up. You're just making up culture now. But I didn't really want to get into it. Like, let them have their fun. At least they're learning the language. Yeah. If nothing else. But we talked about this before. It was like, how the LGBTQ2S plus MAP people. They keep on adding to that. Yeah. And, people have just shortened it anyway because nobody really wants to talk about it. A number of years, they added T to the number 2S to mean two-spirit. To mean the Indian gay. It's like, you already have a G, LGBT. You don't need a 2S. But no, we want to sound more Indian. It's like, I don't know. I've got no information that we were homophobic or whatever you want to call it. But nobody does. Your grandparents weren't all down with the sickness, but, oh yeah. It's just more that, you know what that is, really? What? It's kind of like the noble savage. It's like people kind of fill in the gaps, stuff they don't know about. Oh, what did Native Americans think of this? And then they kind of try to fit in their own agenda. Go, well, Native American people, respect and honor was always really important. So we can assume that the Anishinaabe respected and honored the mentally ill. Yeah, what's the Ojibwe word for body dysmorphia? So, come on. So, no. I don't want to be the podcast that is always like mocking Native American activism. Yeah, I know, but we kind of are. I know, I'm always teasing them for like being against pipelines. Oh, look at you. Gonna protest a pipeline, are you? Yeah, good luck with that. Don't forget to stop by the gas station on your way home. You're gonna run out of gas. But yeah, no more pipelines. We're Native Americans. I stand with Standing Rock. Really? Well, then why don't you help them pick up garbage? Oh, look at me. Water is life. No, it's not. Life is life. You don't think water is life? No. There's two different things. It's like saying, is life water? No, that's a good point. Water is not life. There's life and there's water. It's like saying air is life. Oxygen is life. Food is life. Going potty is life. So, I don't know, sweetie. Should we call it a show on that note? And finally today, I would like to end our very serious, important podcast by saying, going potty is life. Don't forget to go potty. There's advice nobody needs. What's that? Don't forget to go potty. Unless you're about to go on a road trip with a kid. Yeah, I guess so. Unless you got children, you go, all right, we're going to go for a drive. Did you go to the bathroom? No, don't have to go. Well, go anyway. We're not stopping in 10 minutes when you got to go potty. La-dee-da. What do you have to say for yourself? Not much. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist. You want to add anything before I sign out? Nah, just tell him I said thanks. I sure will. Michael Lyons would like to say miigwech bisandawieg. Thank you for listening. And what about you, mister? Tell him I said thanks too, huh? And NanaBOOZHOO would like to say miigwech for the memories. La-dee-da-dee-dum. Do-do-do-do-do. No. And I want to say miigwech ganawabieg. Thank you for watching. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is NanaBOOZHOO. This is Michael Lyons. And I will see you again. Gigawabamin! Minawa. Hawa. Sweetie, would you teleport me, please? You got it. One to teleport. make it so, number one. Okay, hang on. I was born in 1913 in the storm of 1913. But then at boarding school I was nobody's fool. Down at Flandreau I grew madder every day. That's why I had to run away. 'Cause this is no way to live. And I wanna go home. Me and my brother Ray, we planned our getaway. If we can make it to them tracks, we won't be coming back. We're gonna hop a train. I thought we got away, but then the cops came and took us back to a leather strap. But I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go. I remember it still. I saw a whippoorwill out on my windowsill. How could I sit still? So I got right up and I walked right out. The teacher said to me, "Where do you think you're going?" Boy, I said I'm going home.